Why are you guys still up? It's 2 o'clock in the morning there.
Grow up, Sharon.
It's called cocaine. Aren't you in comedy?
Hi,
Hello.
How you doing? Hey, what's your name again?
Sharon.
Oh, okay. How you doing, Sharon?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm with your buddy Dave.
Yes. Hi, Dave.
Now, did you have a gig tonight? Sharon is a comic in L.A. And what else do you do?
Yeah. Wait, no, God damn it.
Dave,
Jessica, you're texting me. Stop it.
No, I'm not.
yeah, I feel like
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting ignored.
No. I had a show tonight, and then I work in TV production as well.
Yeah, Dave said you're the key grip on the people's court or something.
I wish.
Well, sorry. I mean, he spoke very highly of you, and how long you been? Are you from L.A.? How long you been out there? If you're not from there,
I've been out here for 16 years, 17 years, but I started in New York. I know who you are.
well, what do you get? The police blotter?
No.
Yeah, it's horrible now with smartphones. I got to tell you, because if I meet a chick and I'm able to lie to her in a club, she doesn't know who I am, which is great. And I'm getting somewhere. She just Googles me in the bathroom and comes out with a horrified look on her. We're gonna go. Well, what is your? You're clearly a fan. What is your favorite thing I've done, Sharon?
Probably Mad TV. I said that to hurt your feelings.
No, listen. I'm proud of it. But anything this decade, or I'm kidding.
Jesus Christ! You're putting me on the spot, and it's late, and I mean it's late for LA, but
Yeah, what are you talking about? It's dinner time out there.
Yeah.
Do you now? Where do you live out there? What part of town?
I'm not going to say.
Why? What do you think? All right, calm down. All right, Sharon Stone. I'm sorry.
No, your fans are insane, and I don't want anybody getting mad at me or stalking me or whatever, stopping by and doing weird shit.
You think there's 4 white trash kids in Newport Beach right now waiting to hear your address?
Let me tell you something. All four of your fans that know Mike Bocchetti showed up at the Improv.
Okay,
all
well,
four.
all right. Well, let me tell you
One
something.
of them almost got kicked out for acting like a fucking idiot.
That's what we want to get to, because Dave said Dave said you're a firecracker, right? Is that what you said, Dave?
Yeah. Oh, Artie. I almost ruined. I'm scared I ruined my relationship with the Improv.
Okay, now let me tell you something. This is why we called.
She called me up crying.
Me and Bocchetti are on. Me and Bocchetti are having a feud, a podcast feud.
Okay, I did not know that.
Well, he went on a show. I gave him a job. I've known him for years. And he went on a show and said, I goof on him on the air. That's what he said. I make fun of him on the air. I'm like, Mike, wake up and smell the retarded roses.
That's the whole point of having him on the show.
Yeah, well, listen. But I got him a job, We let him do the weather on my old TV show. And we didn't do it because he's a great meteorologist. We did it because he doesn't know where Montana is. So I mean, listen, and people, YouTube, on Twitter all the time, they go watching classic weather reports with Mike Bocchetti, and he tweets them back as if he worked on Mean Streets with Scorsese. He's like, thanks Artie's bloated liver. Had a great time doing that. We really worked hard on a lot of improv on my part. Shut the fuck up. So he goes on another show and says, shit like and he's mad at me, like he wants to fight me. And so I got pissed one night, and I did say some things I shouldn't have said. It was because he's sort of a beach ball coming in. It's an easy target. He told us he was in a commercial for KFC once, and I said that, I didn't say this at the time, but I said what I was really thinking when I got mad. I said his head is going to be the new bucket.
You know what? I would eat at KFC more if that happened. That would make me laugh.
Well, he's going to be a new bucket for the new 400-piece meal. so then he got mad and stuff, and then, so now we haven't spoken. But he gives me, so he tells me about these delusional things. He goes like, Artie, we're going on a big tour. It's the Mike, Stacey Pressman's in here, another girl that he's friendly with, and she comes in and sits here and looks at him, and is very sweet. And she's a comedian, and of course the tour is Gino Bisconti.
Oh my God!
Sharon's favorite.
Yeah, you know what, Sharon? I'm going to give you a chance to comment on this because I love it. So, and then of course, Stuttering John, which every comedy show needs stuttering.
That was a fucking nightmare. And let me tell you. Well, I'll tell you what happened with that. Keep going.
Sharon, is there a place where I can piss? Sharon, of course, because we're bringing two people in, can I get free beer? It's like the end of the Blues Brothers. Bud Freeman's like, yeah, you boys drank $400.
Oh, well, we thought it was for free.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No. I usually sit in the car and write the check out myself. So the big tour was going to go to L.A., and Mike was bragging about it. He goes, we're going to L.A., and it's a big tour. It's the Mike and what's it called, Sharon? What's the tour called?
He called it the Don't Fuck With Me tour.
Right.
Which I thought was weird because I'm like, first of all, how is it a tour? I thought they went to other cities before they came to L.A. because they said they were on tour.
Right.
Since when is getting on a plane to L.A. and doing 2 shows in L.A. a fucking tour?
Well, they told you.
And I've been on tour for 16 fucking years.
When they flew over each city, they told a joke. Stacey's trying to wake you up, but we're over Cleveland. Could you intro me? Gino does his act on a plane and gets thrown off because he calls someone a cunt. Stuttering John.
Dude, he smelled so bad. He smelled so bad.
John is half Puerto Rican and half Danish, and I got in his car once, which stunk like a Puerto Rican baby had shit there, and then rubbed its head in sulfur. But he's Puerto Rican and Danish, and his joke about that he still does is, I'm Puerto Rican and Danish. I'm what do you say? I'm a dick. I'm half Spic, half Danish. I'm a dick. That's what he says. That's a joke he says. Yeah, exactly. Then he says he wanted to split the check in the early days of Stern. He wanted to split the check evenly with me. He would go up there and say that joke and then go, Gary's teeth could be in a wheelbarrow. Artie's fat case is gay. Here's Artie. Then I'd have to do it. I'd do an hour, and we're splitting $10,000. Yeah. So when I smelled the car, he's half Puerto Rican, half Danish. I said, John, did you get any of the Danish? Any of it? So what happened? What you got close to him? Was he wearing flip flops?
No, he was wearing a Canadian tuxedo and.
A what? What does that mean?
What's that?
Well, like he was wearing a denim jeans, denim jacket, a T-shirt, and.
What's a Canadian tuxedo? Can go to the dry cleaners for free or something?
No, that's what they call a Canadian tuxedo: is jean jackets and jeans. I've been accused of doing the same. I will say this though: here's the thing. This is what was funny about that is John, in true Stuttering John style, still thinks he's super famous, and showed up late to the show. But the funniest thing was watching Bocchetti have a fucking heart attack.
Oh, so Bocchetti had a stretch.
Yeah, Bocchetti was freaking out. Where is he? Where is he? And then who was that? Dave, what's the name of the girl that was with him?
Stacey Pressman.
Yeah.
Thank you. And she was losing her shit. Where's John? Where's John? I'm like, why are you asking me? I don't even want to fucking be here.
well, listen, John is when we bust chops, John is a good friend of mine. I like him, but he's going through a bit of a hard time now. But now how did you split up the two people? How did who got half? And did Bud keep the booze?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I didn't even. I mean, I got paid because I hosted the show for Mike. Yeah. I got paid via the Improv. I don't think they made any money because there was no one there. And this is what I told Jamie Flam, who books the Improv. I'm like, listen, I'm making a call, and this is where I made a huge mistake. Bocchetti was very nice to me at the very first open mic I ever went to. Right. And I was like, he's a nice person. If he ever asks me for anything, I'm going to honor that. And I did, like a fucking asshole. And he's got so many Twitter followers that I was like, Jamie, he's got a lot of Twitter
Well,
followers.
does he? How many does Mike have?
A lot, like in the thousands. Like I think it's like something like 20,000, something crazy.
20,000 is considered a lot. See, that's where I'm. I get. Well, I don't want to sound arrogant, but.
Well, I know you have millions or whatever.
I
but,
don't.
I
don't. But he's not. I don't realize. So 20,000.
Well, I guess she figured that 20,000 was good enough to put 100 people in the seats.
Is that true?
Well, no. Well, I don't know if that's true, but what I told Jamie is, he's like, why don't I talk to Jim Norton? I said, yes, have Jim Norton vouch for him because that's way better. I said, I'm just making a call.
Right.
Open a door. I'm not saying, like, you need to do this, you should do this. I go, if you book him, you should probably book the show at the Hollywood Lab because it's a smaller space. But, Jamie ended up giving him the main room.
That's what I still can't believe.
The main
room on a Friday night at 8 o'clock.
Oh, my God.
It was a fucking disaster.
Wasn't it like a black guy with one name that you never heard of who could fill an arena, like Talent or Bruce or...
Right, or like a guy named Jokes.
But that's right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you realize they don't want the government to have their real names so they're Jokes. That's my favorite. Earthquake was one of those guys who's absolutely his half-hour special in HBO, like from 2004, is one of my. I've never laughed so hard. It might be my favorite act, a half-hour act of any comic. He goes, I'll sit about the election. He goes, I'm sitting at home eating Doritos on my bed. I see Puff Daddy on MTV. You got to get out and vote. I'm like, this shit must be serious. I waited on fucking line for 4 hours. This nigga lost about 3 million votes. I said, fuck you, Puff Daddy. You don't know shit about voting. Stick to remixing. And he goes, why's John Kerry? Why's that motherfucker working anyway? He's married to Teresa fucking Hines. Why's he fucking working? I wouldn't work. If I was fucking married to Teresa Hines, it's an earthquake. You want to be president? I'm like, shit, my bitch owned ketchup. Every time a nigga order French fries, ka-ching. I'm telling you right now, when I watched it on a plane, when he said my bitch owned ketchup, I almost parachuted out of I said to the stewardess, I said, we have a problem. I'm not a terrorist, but I'm not going to stop laughing this loud until we land. It's my favorite punchline of all time. My bitch owned ketchup. It should be on T-shirts. Because it's true. His bitch did own ketchup. The blacks know how to handle their women, right, Sharon? You've dated a black guy, I'm sure.
No. Sharon, tell him no. She would never.
Why? Is that true? Well, Dave, Jesus Christ.
Wait, why are we all of a sudden getting into a fucking racial conversation?
Sharon knows how to handle, she's an L.A. politically correct.
Sorry.
Me and Jessica are ruining our career.
Yeah. We're from Jersey. We don't understand.
Jessica's going with the race.
Yeah, I know. You guys
I'm
are
still
weird.
confused.
I was against interracial dating I'm a Yankee fan until Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm fucking introducing black guys to white chicks. We need a shortstop. I mean, we won the mulatto with him, right? Sharon, we'll cut out you laughing at it.
We'll mulatto.
Yeah,
sorry.
We'll cut out you laughing at that joke, Sharon.
Wait, no, you guys are funny. You guys are making me laugh.
But you did that great politically correct thing that people. Okay, guys, why are we being racial? What do you want us to talk about? Brunch with Nick Kroll?
Well, no, I thought we were talking about retards, and now we're talking about black people.
See, that's the politically correct people can go to retards. They had like a meeting. Retards are fine. Whatever David Cross has on his next album. So good. So now you booked the Improv. Are you host there on a regular basis?
No, I'm a regular there, and and I have a great relationship with the booker, and he's a really great guy.
Right.
And that's why I felt comfortable asking for that favor. But I was hoping that Jim, I don't know. I mean, it's like I don't really listen to so much of the radio shows that a lot of comics listen to, and Mike's like, oh yeah, I'm always on Norton, I'm always on this and that, and I'm like, okay, well, let me, you have a lot of Twitter followers, let's see if I can help. Yeah. And I did, and it was a shit show.
Wait, you're going too fast. Let's take this slowly.
But apparently he promoted the show as well.
Wait, we're gonna get to all this.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, he said that you promoted the show. He was like,
all right.
It was like 2 days before the show at the Improv.
Right. What we're gonna do is we'll stop and examine every piece of bullshit. Now, what time is your spin class? 'Cause,
6:30. Go ahead.
of course. So okay. So so how does Bocchetti get in touch with you? He still emails you, or how does he still get in touch?
No,
with you?
he sent me a direct message on Facebook.
Oh, see, that's it. Now people stay in touch with people too much. That's scary. You know, it's like nobody big time in show business knows how to get in touch with me. But the kid from high school who can fart "Whole Lot of Love" by Led Zeppelin, needs money from me. He DMs me. You know.
Wait, no, this is the funny thing. He DM'd me. He's like, "Here's my number. Give me a call." I call. Phone's been disconnected for not.
Oh my God, how depressing. Oh God.
So then I PM'd him and I was like, "Hey, I couldn't get you on your phone." He's like, so sorry, Sharon. It'll be better in a couple of days. I'll give you a call. I'm like, great. Then I never hear from him until he lands in LA.
Here's the kind of
until he lands for their setup. She didn't want to set up that tour until he landed.
Here's the kind of mistakes Mike Bocchetti makes, and this is why we have him on the air. He actually texted a girl, I'm going to tell this girl I sent her a DM, and he put BM by mistake. It's the funniest text again. It's up there with my bitch on ketchup. I sent you a piece of shit. I sent you a BM. I sent you a BM. There's a picture of Bocchetti in the corner. Here's a picture of the BM. When's the last time he reached his ass, by the way? You know, he's got he's one of those guys, every time you look at him, you say he's got to have a filthy ass. There's no way. So, okay, so he calls you and says, listen, we're coming out with a big, I'm sure you probably heard it on Entertainment Weekly. I'm sure you heard Mary Hart talk about the Bocchetti state. So, listen, by the way, I had a lot of fun talking to you. Have you seen my weather stuff on the audio line? So, okay. So you feel bad. He's got Twitter followers, but you give him a spot. By the way, we're talking about the Melrose Improv. It's the original one's in New York. Bud Friedman made a bunch of money because it got popular. Woke up one day, rolled over, saw Silver Friedman, and leaned over her snoring body, weeded through her mustache, and got the phone, and bought a plane ticket for LA. He asked me back the night they ever since. Yeah. So he went out there, the Hollywood Improv, Melrose Improv. It's the place.
Well, the first show we did was at the UCB Theater in LA.
Right. Okay. Okay. Wow. Yeah. He said UCB likes him.
I guess they do, but, more people showed up to that show than they did at the Improv on a Friday night.
Okay, of course. Well, UCB has that built-in, comedy nerd.
The point is he promoted a tour.
Right.
And there was no tour.
There was no tour until he was hoping that Sharon would be his road manager.
By the way, Springsteen had a tour T-shirts once in '84. I bought it. He had every city. There were long sleeve shirts, like cotton shirts. Every city they played was down the arm of the shirt. Bocchetti and Stacey has one. It's a cut-off T-shirt. I have a similar one with all the Mets World Series.
You son of a...
I'm sorry, I did that for Dave. All right, so you say, okay, you can have a Friday night spot at the Melrose Improv. That is forget it.
And that's what I can't figure out either, because why does the Improv even need a specialty show on a Friday?
Yeah, it shouldn't. What happened to comedy?
I cannot figure out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I can't answer that question. I think that, I guess they counted on him to pack it, and then I start getting messages from him on Twitter saying, can you invite your friends? Can you promote the show?
Can you invite your friends? Can you promote the show? That's what Bocchetti's saying.
You like this shirt? You said you counted on me to pack. I did. I packed.
Yeah.
They call me a super pack. That's political.
That was very funny.
Okay, so listen. So now you vouch in a sense. Now in the mafia, when you vouch for somebody, if this happened, you'd be dead, Sharon.
I would get killed.
You would get murdered.
That's what she was worried about.
Right, but in the comedy sort of version of that is now you have to go on tour and open for Sinbad. You have to pick out Sinbad's shirt.
I mean,
you have to MC the Aziz Ansari O2 Arena, Wembley Stadium. he's playing Hyde Park. So go ahead now. Sorry if that was racial, but go ahead. So now you booked them. So you're out on a limb here. You're going to host the show.
right.
Yeah, and now it's
So I'm going to host the show.
and you figure a lot of people are going to show up, and you get there, nobody's there.
Well, I mean, I had a feeling there wasn't going to be a big crowd, but when I got there, I was like, wow, there's 8 people here. 4 of them, it ended up building up to about 16, but there were 4 people there that were extreme crazy fans of yours.
Of mine? You're kidding me.
Yes. No, because they were there, because that's how they knew Bocchetti.
Did they think I was going to be there? Because I wouldn't put that past Mike to say I'm going to be there.
No, you know, I don't think they expected him to be there because they were very excited to see him, but they acted like maniacs, like not like normal audience members. Like,
Right.
It was a distraction, and it was just fucking weird.
Right.
Well, they're always upset when they find out Bocchetti's actually retarded and it's not an act, you know. Then they're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I tell you what,
break out of character.
Right.
I've fucked a couple of groupies over the years, and every chick I ever banged, they were sweet, but they all thought the blue part of the globe was the sky. So anyway, okay, so you're out of now. How many? So first of all, so the audience has only 5. There's only 5 more people in the audience than there are people performing.
Correct.
So what is the lineup? You're hosting, and how's it go?
Oh, well, let me tell you, they stacked it with powerhouses. Some dude from Delaware, former personal trainer.
Gino Bisconti. Gino Bisconti.
It was Gino's friend from Delaware.
No, when you have it wrong, Gino, it's future personal trainer.
Right.
That kid from Delaware was a friend of Gino's, right?
Right.
Yes.
Future
yes.
car wash manager.
No, is a friend of Gino's that also works the days he can't do that trivia contest out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know who he was. I was like thinking maybe he was booked by the Improv, but then I realized he wasn't. And then
You know why you don't know who he is? Because you didn't grow up in the house next to him.
Right. So there was that guy, and then Gino went on.
Right. How'd that go?
This is when she was telling me, and I told her, I'm like, oh, you had the entire Mike Bocchetti experience.
How did Gino's act go?
It was weird. He was.
Yeah, she's being polite.
You know,
she told me differently.
Well, no, I'm not being polite. Let me just get it out. God damn it.
Right.
It just was one of those weird things where I started to flash back to when I was doing open mics in New York, and everybody was talking about their nuts, and they, it was so aggro and loud.
Right.
He was a nice guy, but I was just like, why are you fucking screaming at us? There's 8 people here.
Okay, people. Here's 2 people in front. You're a cunt. You're a whore. Okay.
That's what the audience
it was,
when he was on your show, right?
it was insane. So then after Gino, then the Improv, will book big names to try to. They booked Nick Soon at the last minute, hoping that would be
Who's
a
Nick?
draw.
Who's Nick Soon?
No, Nick Soon.
Nick Soon?
No, Soon. Thune.
I never heard of him.
What?
Tutsoon?
He's like he's
Tutsoon. He goes usually with Bruce Tutsoon. So then they booked Bouillon.
He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. He's kind of like an alt comic, but he's not because he's actually good in clubs. He works with Bridget Everett and.
That's great. Bridget's great.
Yeah.
She used to quarterback for the Rams, right? But no, actually, his opening, Tutsoon's opening act, I know well, Jagaboo. But the audience is Jigga Yay.
So he went on and he was funny, but it was weird because he wasn't getting the normal reaction because I think at that point the crowd had gone into
Now,
shock.
was he very upset? Like, you got to listen, Nick Tutsoon is usually gets, because he refer himself in the third person, like, Tutsoon doesn't do this. I'm to June. Where is Jamie?
No.
I'm to June. Did you vouch for them? You know Tootsie has. The Tootsie has a spot at the Comedy Magic Club. Jalen was giving me a ride there in a 1932 Fuck-a-Baker.
No, you would love him. He's really funny. He's really funny.
I love black comics.
No, he's not black. He's white.
Oh, that's racist. Tootsie is white.
I'm just saying, he's a white guy. But
if I understand Tootsie on it.
Yeah.
Is Tootsie here? I got to give Tootsie a ride. Is he? I'm sorry, guys. So Tootsie, so how many? But this is Crystal. A lot of comedians. Big lineup.
Oh, it was a big lineup because because Mike bailed after 3 minutes.
Okay, now when did Mike go on?
Mike went on. I don't remember if he went on before. This is when I started to spin out, so my memory starts to fade a little bit. But I think it was Stuttering John and then Mike. I don't remember. It was either one or the other.
Right.
But
what was the laughter? You were laughing so hard you couldn't tell.
Yeah, it's like I just was in the back with the Avery Kirsten, who he runs lights there and he plays the piano there, and he was like, "What the fuck is going?" He looked at me and goes, "Who the fuck are these people?"
Yeah.
And I said, I actually know them, and I'm sorry, and I owe Jamie, like, I'm in trouble.
Well, you should say, you know what you just said to the guy? Look, you run the lights. I'm no lighting expert. I don't want to step on your toes, but I'd turn them off. And Bocchetti only did 3 minutes. And actually, here's the kind of guy Bocchetti is. I once said, Mike, have you ever done 45 minutes? And he said, yeah. And I booked him. And then I realized he had counted from 1994 to 97. What's that Woody Allen joke? Just out from Take the Money Run. He goes, my parents only beat me once. They began beating me on July 3rd, 1938.
Oh, it was terrible. He did like 3 or 4 minutes, and then he's like, all right, thank you, and then left.
Try that, yeah, but try having a headline after that at a Philadelphia crowd, people chanting Eagles, calling him a fat fag. Then I go on, I'm trying to, I would have blown a guy. I'll blow the guy in the front row. Just shut up. If my father's listening in heaven, that's a lie. So now is Tootsie running around going, fucking Tootsie doesn't do this. You know Tootsie has to go to the Gap to pick up his girlfriend? Tootsie's girlfriend is folding sweaters at the Gap right now. And you know they only hire hot. I go to a friend, my Tootsie's girlfriend's a Fred Siegel. They only hire hot chicks. Yeah, I understand Tootsie here. I got the theater back outside. If you come, we got the Comedy Magic Club tonight. Yeah, Mavis can't make it. Yeah, I haven't seen Mavis since 1978. She went in the bathroom. I haven't seen. Oh, that's unbelievable. So big names like Greg Yoon and by the way, there are 40,000 comedians. When I started, it seemed like it was just me and Carrot Top and the amazing John.
No, there's a million, billion, trillion comedians now.
There are. Like if someone told me, Art, you're bumped for Nick Yoon, then we'd have a goddamn ride on our hands. Like how many Twitter followers does Nick Yoon have?
No, it's Nick Thune, Thune.
Soon, like too soon? Like Bob Levy?
No,
Bob Levy came too soon?
No, I think he's anyway.
Is he Asian? Is he Asian?
No, he's a white guy.
So how do you spell it?
Thune.
And it's pronounced soon?
Yeah.
No, Thune.
No, Thune.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Well, yours was funnier. That's why I let it
go. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, Thune. Now that makes sense. Okay. All right. Now how can I Google him? I don't follow him on Twitter.
Okay, he's on Twitter under his name, I believe.
Is he at the real Nick Thune?
It might be the real, or it might be just Nick Thune. I don't know for sure.
No one stole that domain name?
Yeah. That's funny.
Okay.
I know that inside joke.
Okay, go ahead. You do? What inside joke? About me?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, she's talking about me, what I did to the Sklar brothers.
Well, what'd you do? What'd you do?
I
to the
took
Sklar
their
brother.
domain name.
To the Sklar brother.
I stole all their domain names back in the 90s.
You know you're hated in comedy. I only saw Chuck Sklar, the writer, raise his voice above like a rabbi reading the Torah once, and it was when people would mistake him for being the third Sklar.
I always felt bad for him.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
He got mad. What'd you do to the scar, brother? The Mel Brookses of St. Louis.
The worst.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. So Nick Thune.
Oh, no. Nick Thune, and then Bocchetti, and then John Melendez, who was just...
You're talking about that's Murderer's Row?
He was just, he just started telling stories about how he used to be on Stern and relived bits that he did with, like, hidden camera bits or red carpet bits, and we were all like, and? I mean, the audience was just kind of like,
He's like, so it's me and Morton
Oh,
Downey.
wait a minute. You know what? Now I know who Nick Thune is. I knew that name. He's actually a hero amongst a lot of young alternative comics.
Totally.
Because he's so edgy, and whenever someone says something offensive, they go, "To Thune." That's why you're at UCB. How'd you hear about the earthquake? To Thune. He sounds like an asshole.
That's hilarious.
Are you dating him, Sharon Thune?
No. He's married. He's married and has a child.
You're in L.A., baby. Break that up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not a home wrecker.
When two comics get married, do you get half their followers?
I wonder. I don't think he married a comic. I think he married a normal person.
Well, he probably, listen, he's probably so, he just want to have somebody out funnying him at the breakfast table. I hate that, too. That's why I have Dan here. So when do you realize you're in trouble? So you're starting to apologize. What do you think they're going to do? Not give you spots? They wouldn't do that.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that would happen either, but I think it was after Gino's act that I went out to the bar, and I said, and I feel terrible because Gino's very nice, but I went out to,
yeah, he's very nice.
Jamie, I was like, Jamie, I'm sorry. And Jamie goes, don't worry about it. The club's going to shut down, and we're going out of business after tonight anyway, so it's no big deal. And I went, are you serious? He goes, no, it's okay. I was like,
yeah, he's very charming.
Well, I am very charming.
Well, yeah.
It was just really, I was mortified. But the worst part of the night was, what's her name again, Dave? It's like I delete Stacey. Oh, my God.
Stacey Gacy.
Oh, my God. There was no material.
Really? Oh, my God. Really? What are you talking about? Her act?
Well, she just,
just about her shirt. She dresses very provocatively. Really? I never saw Stacey's act, actually.
Exactly.
Have you seen it?
No, I don't think I haven't seen it. No, what was that? She seems very funny.
What?
Well, I mean, excuse me. It was basically.
I'm pretending I know Nick Thune.
Well, I felt like she was trying to fit into a mold that she thinks that shock jock, fans of shock jock comedians or whatever. I don't know what the fuck, but
shock jock comedian. What did she? Did she introduce a Loverboy song?
Yeah, she was just. Well, she was talking about fingering herself and all this really kind of blue material, but it's fine to be blue, but at least have like a joke written about, right. Have a joke, write a fucking joke,
No, I know. You gotta have a joke if you're gonna be blue. I mean, I always. Are you ready? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Nigger. I'm working on the punchline.